Morning, it's Sunday the 24th of September 2017. This will be the last Sunday in September, I think. Hang on a minute. No. Yes, the last Sunday in September. It's nearly October, boys and girls. Have you got your Halloween costumes ready? Perhaps not. I don't know if you have or not. But good morning to you anyway, boys and girls. Well, the Indian summer is here. It's beautiful out there this morning. Absolutely beautiful. I got up about 7:30. Had my breakfast. Oh, sorry. Let me turn that off. Had my breakfast. That noise that you hear going off is my Ring door alarm. Okay? Well, it's not necessarily mine. Actually, that was Ronnie's, my mate Ronnie's, because I've got one, and it's a doorbell with a camera in it. Okay? And you can set it up so that if there's any movement in front, like, a burglar or an evil person, a pillager, boys and girls, a pillager. If there was a pillager, approaching my door, by the time he's seen the cat, it's a bit like the police. It's a little bit like the police on the motorway. By the time you've seen the policeman with the camera, too late, mate. They've got you, as you well know. Oh, there's a policeman. Let me slow down. Pointless. They've got you already, dear. You don't think he's going to stand somewhere where you can see him, do you? No. Well, my little doorbell is the same. As you approach it, it starts recording. Now, stupid burglars will automatically, will assume, some of them will assume that if they then nick the camera, they won't be seen. Couldn't be further from the truth. You are recorded and it is sent immediately to a data centre somewhere else on this planet. Who knows where it is, dear? It is a secret location. Yes, a secret location. That's what it is. Yes, good morning to Jonathan, who joins us on Periscope this morning. Joe is there as well, Wade and Jose. All on Periscope. Let's say hello to some early people this morning. Nathan is with us on Facebook Live. Good morning, Nathan. You're there every morning now. Do you have a life? Do you have a life, Nathan? Why are you sitting here watching this sad old git sitting here in this purpose-built television studio? Diane's there. Good morning, Diane. Daniel's there. Good morning, Daniel. Was in Camberley last week. We went to Tesco's to get some... Oh, no, we didn't go to Camberley in the end. No, I lied to you. A lie. And I've just been to church. I've lied and I've just been to church, Diane. Daniel. Diane, Daniel, you both look the same to me on there. Really do. Daniel, why is there a picture of Wurzel Gummidge? Is that how you look now? Huh? Ray Reynolds is there. Good morning to Ukulele Ray, who joins us this morning. Adam the plumber is there, and he sends me a message. Adam would like me to say hello to him and Royston, who are watching the show from a bed somewhere in Sidcup this morning, no doubt. I bet you haven't even got up yet. How can you lay in bed? Do you know, I've never done that on a Sunday. You do hear these people that lay in bed, they wake up on a Sunday morning, I don't know, we probably wake up the same time as you usually go to work, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and they just lay there and watch the telly. Or they grab the duvet, they get on the settee downstairs and they stay there the whole day. Duvet day. What a terrible waste of a life. Long time dead. Better that you come up the stairs and start talking to people or do something with your sad, lonely, pathetic lives. You must do something with your sad, lonely, pathetic lives. Good morning to Wayne Martin. Good morning, Wayne. Were you down the corner house last night? I did see a picture of you in, I think, Windsor Great Park. What were you doing there? Was that, it looked like a wedding or something? Very nice picture of that young man you was with. Who's he? Yes, is it Daniel's birthday? Is it your birthday today, Daniel? Well, you know we don't do those to the ends, don't you? We can't make special exceptions for you, dear. Good God, no. Have you gone mad? Have you gone mad? Jonathan says the production has moved up since you were last on. Only just, Jonathan. Do you mean last on Periscope? I haven't disappeared at all. I just haven't been on Periscope. But I've got this new software now called Restream, which allows you to do the show on many platforms at the same time. So that's what I do. It's on Periscope, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, and another one. Can't remember what the other one is, so it's quite good actually. Good morning to Ross out in Australia, who's heating up his evening meal, watching on YouTube. Good morning, Ross. Jonathan, I never left you all. I never left you. I just left Periscope because it was too complicated. But now there's this little bit of software that sits in between me and everything else, and it's all automatic. Fish and chips at 11:15 in the morning, Jonathan. That's a bit early, isn't it? God's sake, man. I haven't even had my breakfast yet. Well, I have had my breakfast. Adam says, we're out enjoying the sunshine, your show, and the car boot sales. Oh, really? Are you looking for anything in particular or browsing? I like to browse, don't you, in a shop? I do hate it when you go in. I mean, it doesn't happen in John Lewis. When you're going in so and you're looking, can I help you? No, not really. Well, what are you looking for? Don't know. Well, you must know. Go away! Go away! Worst place for that is Currys, or whatever they're called now. Currys.digital. Talking about name changing, I am seeing, if you're in the UK, you'll know the name Thompson's. If I say Thompson's to you, what do you think about? Holidays, straight away. They're only changing the name. Why would you do that? It's got to be a tax fiddle or something, isn't it? Thompson's Holidays, known, I think the world over, are changing their name to TUI. TUI or TRU? One of the two. TUI. Why would you do that? That's mad. It's like me changing the name of the show, you know, to, I don't know, the Apple and Orange Show. Now, if I change my name, the millions of people that tune into my broadcasts every day, almost every day now, wouldn't know. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh, you wouldn't know I changed it to Apple and Orange, would you? What a stupid thing to do, to change from Thompson's to TIU or TUI. TUI. It's got no ring to it or anything. Not memorable, is it? Tui. Or is it? Tutus. Sometimes I'll put a little pink tutu on now and again. I'm not going to wear it for your benefit, only in front of mirrors for my own pleasure. Thank you very much. Wayne was at no corner house last night. I was at the wedding. Oh, it was a wedding last night, was it? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know you were doing a wedding last night. I hope it went well. Nice little wedding. Adam's looking for Chris Reardon memorabilia. Well, I might bring out a soap on a rope at some point, Adam. Would you like me to bring a Chris Reardon soap and a rope out? I haven't got a bath here, actually. It'd be no good to me. I've only got a shower. We don't have baths. Oh, no, the thought of sitting there, laying in dirty water for hours on end. No, thank you. That doesn't fill me with any pleasure at all, I'm afraid. No, not me. Anyway, so down to church this morning. As I say, cycled to the church, did a little video on the way to the church. You can see the sort of the fields and that I cycle through. It's very beautiful there. And Vivian did the readings this morning, so there were no mistakes. Vivian gets very upset. She just sits next to me in the church. She did the readings, and she's very She comes up to the lectern. The lectern. The priest has sat down. She comes up, and then she stands there. I love her, Vivian. She's fab. She stands there, and before she does the lecture, she puts the book there, and she goes like this. A reading from the third book of Isaiah, and she never makes a mistake. Vivian never, ever makes a mistake. So she did those this morning, and there was a moment, actually. Do you know, I've got this pair of glasses. How many times have I told you I can't find my glasses in this office? How many times does that happen? Look now. 1, 2, 3 pairs of different glasses now I've got. How does that happen? But still no headphones. I've lost my Bose Bluetooth headphones somewhere. They're in the house somewhere. I wonder what happens if you put 2 pairs on at the same time. Let me just try this. Does it get better? Oh, no, it's worse. So if you put 3 pairs on... Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't see a damn thing now. I think that's quite a good... That could be the new fashion. You know, because some of the stupid fashions that people have come out with over the years... You remember those ghastly hats about, it's got to be about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 8 years. I don't know. Do you remember those awful ghastly hats with the long things hanging down there? I don't know where they'd come from Peru or somewhere like that. Great things hanging down there. And the fashion that the young lads have got now, no socks. They've got trousers and they got this and it stops before the foot. doesn't it? Have you noticed? These young lads have got trousers that stop before the foot. So you've got this much flesh exposed, as in the just above the ankle, so about that much flesh. And then you've got trainers, no socks. What's all that about? This could be a new fashion as well. Wearing 3 or 4 pairs of glasses at the same time. Perhaps I should set a precedence. Is that the word? A precedence? A precedence of wearing 4 pairs of glasses while I'm doing my karaoke or quiz nights. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. So that was it. Back to the church. And there was a moment in the church today when we all go up for communion. That's when we all stand in a line and we go and get a bit of bread placed on our tongues or given in our hands. In my case, on my tongue, because I don't think you should touch it. And there was a little boy. And he grabbed the priest like that, because he only come up to about his knees, and he grabbed the priest's legs as he was giving out the communion to his mum. He wouldn't let go. I thought, how cute. And there was a little tear that appeared in my glass eye this morning. There really was. So that was quite nice this morning. As I say, I came back. It's a beautiful day. I've come in here, got a cup of tea with you. And I thought I'd come up for half an hour and we can have a little bit of a chat this morning. Interesting now, if you like fast cars, here's something. Now, I don't know if it's going to be on the television today, but there's going to be a land speed record attempt. They have these now and again. This is happening in Welsh Wales, in the Valley. Have we got anyone in the Valley watching this morning? Good morning, Eric. Eric's back again. I remember you, Eric, from the other day. Good morning, Eric. Yes, check this out. In this morning's Wales Online. Welsh Wales Online. You see, I've got all the news organisations sending in their news stories for your entertainment, boys and girls. I am just the man in the middle. I'm nothing but the man in the middle. The wonderful Michael Jackson. Did anyone go to Neverland? Well, it's never anymore. Never anymore. The story from Welsh Wales Online says land speed record attempts will continue at Pendine Sands in Carmarthenshire today. Is that how you say it? Carmarthenshire today, yes. The weekend sees several custom-built vehicles on the famous sands attempting to beat records, weather permitting, as part of an event held by straight liners. They sound very dodgy, don't they? Straight liners. Are these dead people? Dead people that have come to... Do you remember that film, Flatliners? That's good, isn't it? Where I think a group of students, they give themselves some sort of drug so that they actually die. They die and can experience what it's like to be dead. And then someone else comes along and wakes them up again. Although I think one of them... I'm not sure. I can't remember the film there, but I think one of them couldn't wake up or didn't want to wake up. One of the two. Anyway, back to this race. Talking about, famous sands. You know, they're racing these cars on... they can't be on the sand, surely. A few years ago, when I was doing jogging, I can't do jogging anymore because it did damage my knees. But I was going to Australia, to a lovely resort near Cairns. And I had this idea that I wanted to run along the beach like they do on Baywatch. This has got to be 10 years ago now. Anyway, so I started learning. You don't learn, you just do it. I started jogging. And the first time I managed about half a minute. You know, honestly, as short as that. Anyway, gradually over time, I built up to an hour. And I was able to jog for an hour non-stop. And I thought, fantastic. And then I went to Australia and went on this resort. And I got to Australia, been there a while, and I was jogging around parks and things like that because you keep it going. Once you've started doing these things, you like to keep them going. Went up to Cairns and, on that first morning I got up. I thought, fantastic. I can now jog along the sand. So I got my little shorts on. Didn't have a top because it was so hot. Started jogging. Impossible. Absolutely impossible to jog on sand. Have you tried it? Your foot just keeps sinking into the sand. So I ended up going around the car park for an hour. Actually, I probably overdid it. I used to finish the jog, and it was ever so hot there. I used to finish the jog, and I was just finished. And I would go back to my room, literally lay on my bed like a starfish, and have this fan on me, which wasn't that good, and I just had to just sit there and try and cool down. Probably didn't do myself any good at all, really. Back to this story. One of the people attempting the land record is businessman Zef Eisenberg, who escaped with his life after a serious accident last year in which he broke 11 bones. He said, Pendine Sands marks the next significant milestone in my recovery following last year's death-defying 230-mile-per-hour crash. God. He's aiming to smash the record of 184 miles, which he set last year. The Guernsey-based rider. I've never been to Guernsey. Anyone been to Guernsey? I've never been there. Who in 1995... Can you get, like, duty-frees there? Is something cheaper in Guernsey? You know, anything. You know, computers, jewellery. Is it? Perhaps someone knows that. You could send us a message there. The Guernsey-based rider who in 1995 founded the supplement Maxi Muscle is at Pendine just a week after the first anniversary of his high-speed crash while trying to break a record. I mean, you've got to be very brave to do that. I suppose that's the only way to do it, really, isn't it? When you have something go terribly wrong like that, you just literally get back on, I suppose. My nephew, I think when he was 17 at the time, he got one of those little moped, one of those fizzes in, do about 50 mile an hour maximum. And he was out one morning, I think, on his way to work. This is going back about 5 or 6 years now. And he's gone round a corner and hit some ice and gone, just slid across the road where he lives in Lincolnshire. If there had been like a large articulated, well, any vehicle coming the other way, you'd be dead now. You know, these blooming motorbikes frighten me. It says when he had the accident, this bloke, was it Zef? When he had the accident, he had to be flown by air ambulance to Leeds General Infirmary with broken bones and suffering temporary blindness. Zef underwent a painstaking recovery process. Returning to his high-powered speed machine yesterday, conditions were not thought to be too favourable for the record attempts, and efforts continue today. So I don't know if it's on the television at all, this land record thing. Perhaps someone knows that, does it? Huh? Interesting. But I'm not really into speed racing or anything like that. Do you like it? Do you like the old speed racing? You know, going to some sort of Brands Hatch or somewhere, watching cars going... What excitement is there? But are you just watching it in the hope that at some point someone's going to crash? Is that why? Or banger racing. Now, that's a little bit more exciting. Banger racing, isn't it? Where the cars actually bang into each other and smash each other up. I quite like that. That's all right. I've only ever been once, years and years ago. You couldn't get a decent cup of tea in one of those places, I tell you. And we've got a phone line open if you want to call in at some point. There you go. 020 8144 3477 is my local London number, not a premium rate number, okay? 020 8144 3477 at any point if you want to call into the show today. Now I didn't show you what was in the box yesterday. Open the box, take the money, open the box. Didn't show you, did I, yesterday? So a box has arrived from Amazon one-click ordering. Here we go, that's what I've got this week. And it's my new glass kitchen scales. Yes, because I got told off at Slimming World. Even though I'd lost 4.5 pounds, I got told off because I'm not weighing my things. That's about 25 grams. You'd be surprised how little 25 grams is. One of the things I make is dried overnight oats. It's called overnight oats. It's a breakfast, okay? So you get a jar and you put in fat-free yogurt, porridge oats, some sort of fruit. In my case, I use blueberries. And then you do it again. Fat-free yogurt, dried oats, fruit on blueberries, some sort of fruit, whatever you want, chopped up strawberries, doesn't matter what it is. And then on the top, some yogurt. And then you put the lid on, and then you give it a little bit of a shake, you know. And then you put it in the fridge. And the next day, the oats have absorbed a lot of the yogurt, and it's delicious. But I don't weigh the oats, and oats are they can be quite calorie intensive. So they told me, well, how much do you think it is? I said, well, I just put it in, and Chris, I got told off, not by Linda, one of the other ladies, who then went out and gave me and bought me in this little cap of. Which had come off the top of, I think, a bottle of Fry Light or Spray Light, whatever it's called. She said, if you put, that's 25 grams. And I said, well, there's nothing there. You know, that wouldn't even be one section of the oats I'm putting in. She said, you must weigh everything and you'll get better results. I thought, well, I've lost 4.5 pounds in a couple of weeks. How good can the results get? So here are my new glass cast. And these are off Amazon. Look, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I love it. Beautiful. Look, all glass. Look, untouched. Not a finger mark on there at the moment. Look at that. That won't be like... Oh, you can see what I'm doing in front of me now. Can you? No, you can only see the light there. One of the lights. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Oh, Sean Paul. Oh, ghastly music, dear. Sean... Anyone been to a Sean Paul concert? Oh, my God. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Oh, dreadful. Anyway, these are my new... So that's what was in the box, let's see. Own the box, take the money. My glass scales. And they're only about 15 quid. I don't think they were even 15 quid. And it's digital. Can you see the little number there? What's that say there? Oh, there we are. We're just zeroing up now. What's that mean? Zero. There we are. I don't know what that is there. There we are. We're zeroed up now, boys and girls. And I can weigh to my heart's content. Have you got a pair of these at home? You need those kitchen scales, all right? You need them at home. Thank you very much. All right. What else have I got for you this morning? We're not going to be here for a whole hour today because I've got stuff to do in the garden and all that sort of thing. Yes, my garden needs, the grass needs cutting. And the wisteria has grown, this year it's grown all the way along the back wall. Almost to the kitchen door. So I'm not quite sure. What do you do? Because wisteria doesn't like being cut, I gather. If there's any gardeners watching this morning. I think what I've got to do is when it gets to the end, turn it round and apparently it will go the other way. But won't it always travel towards the sun? In which case, you know, it should just keep going on and on forever, I would imagine, wouldn't you? Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. Right, in my quest to make you all stay here in the UK for your holidays, I have yet another holiday disaster on planes. And guess who it is? Any clues? Here it is, a popular item, airline that is not popular when people talk about it. Any clues what that is? Oh yes, it's Michael O'Leary's Ryanair. Yes, fly here with us. £1 to get on, £250 for your bag. Want to use the toilets are free. The toilets are free. Furious holidaymakers in this morning's Daily Mail who have been forced to cancel hotel rooms or rental cars, which we've already heard about this one, after Ryanair axed their flights, are facing further misery because travel insurance companies will not reimburse them. What's the point of getting this insurance? What is the point? Honestly. Airline boss Michael O'Leary has apologised to outraged passengers for the mess after he grounded more than 2,000 flights over the next 6 weeks because of the number of pilots taking holidays. And as well as that part of it, I've heard that the pilots have been offered more money, but they've refused it. I don't think people actually like working for Ryanair as well as the people that fly on them. There's only one reason you go on a Ryanair flight, and that's because it's cheap, boys and girls. You don't go for any frills, anything like that, because they're not nice. You don't go. It's for the cheapness. Let me tell you now, you get what you pay for. When are you going to learn that? You get what you pay for. The budget airline has agreed. And, well, we won't be able to afford to fly. That's okay. We'll go somewhere in this country. When's the last time you went on holiday in this country? There's some beautiful places, probably within 2 hours drive of where you live. 2 hours out of London would take you to almost to Devon. It's not far. Beautiful places in this country. Okay, we don't get the really hot sunshine all the time. I know that. Doesn't matter. So what if it rains a bit? The budget airline has agreed to pay for alternative flights or offer refunds to more than 300,000 affected customers and should, under European law, meet the accommodation and food costs of those stranded abroad. But now, people who have had to cancel their holidays before they have even begun are complaining they cannot get their money back for non-refundable hotel bookings or car hires. Now, here's the thing. If you're trying to do everything as cheaply as possible, you are going to come up with these problems. Right. When you go into Thomas Cook or Thompson's, TUI, whatever they're going to be called now, TUI, Thomas Cook, First Choice, any of those places, you go in, oh, hello, I want to fly to Spain for a week, please, Okay, so they will fly you to Spain, they will book the hotel, you book the cars there, everything you want. If something goes wrong, Thomas Cook, Thompson, whoever, they are the ones that have to sort it out. You pick up the phone to Thomas Cook. You don't ring the hotel, you don't ring the airline, you ring up Thomas Cook. They have to sort it out. It is a package holiday. When you book a holiday and you yourself, you book the flight, you book the hotel, you book the car. If the flight is cancelled, right, you can't then book up the hotel. Well, our flight's cancelled. We're not going to be able to make it. Can we have a refund? Probably not. No. Your problem. It's not the hotel's problem that your flight was cancelled. It's nothing to do with the hotel. It's not their fault. But if you were to go with a travel agent, then that's their problem. They have to sort it out. Maybe get you on another flight or put you in another hotel or move the date or something like that, and you won't lose. It's worth going into a travel agent rather than sitting there, tap, typing away on the internet, finding out your own holiday. And you know how difficult it is anyway. It's not easy, is it? Is there anyone out there who's tried to book all their own holidays, flights, and done it all online and failed? Hello, that's me. It's not easy. It's so much easier to go into a travel agent. It really is. Incidentally, I just want to point out that I do not work for any sort of travel agency, just in case you're wondering. A BBC investigation found none of the major travel firms offer insurance such as knock-on losses as part of their standard policies. There's a lot of people affected by this insurance. One angry passenger told Radio 4's Moneybox Pro... Radio 4. And now... Moneybox. I love the way that it's so posh, dear. Posh, dear. Posh. Alice, unlike Talk Radio, I quite like Talk Radio. There's someone on there called Julia Hartley Brewer. I quite like her. She's on in the mornings. Talk Radio. Do you ever listen to that? Very good, very good. One angry passenger, Alice, told Radio 4's Moneybox programme she had been planning to fly from Leeds to Montpellier in France. But the flight was cancelled, so she opted for another to Slovakia, only to find that had been cancelled as well. I've been to Slovakia. Yes! I went for a radio thing. There's a radio station called RTI there, and I was doing a show on there. I wasn't flying over there every week. Just a minute. To do a show or anything. I would record the show here and send it over. But for the opening, a big group of us went over. They hired a plane. And Slovakia, my God, it was so clean there. So clean. And everything is like in a straight line. Do you know what I mean? When you're like in like the shopping precinct, like ashtrays. Seriously, ashtrays, all in a straight line everywhere. Not a single cigarette butt on the floor. And cheap. Cheap. I went out there with £100. They said, how much? I said, how much do you think I'll need? Oh, you won't need much money. I said, well, £100? No, well, you won't need that much. And I'm like, you're joking. What, for a whole weekend? Anyway, I got there. A pizza, this is 10 years ago, a pizza, I kid you not, 50 pence. Bottle of beer was about 30 pence. That's about 10 years ago. It's probably not the same. Did they adopt the euro? Oh, God, blimey. That's always guaranteed to push up the prices of everything, isn't it? Adopting the euro. The lady who rung up Radio 4 said I had hotels booked in 2 different countries and I'd paid for those 2 bookings on my credit card. Oh, I wonder if that helps, credit cards, because that's quite a good thing, isn't it, to pay on credit cards a lot of the time, whatever you buy. If you buy something, use a credit card and pay it off at the end of the month. The fact that you've used a credit card does give you more benefits if something goes wrong, I gather. A lady from Travel Insurance Explained advised customers to spend more on travel insurance policies so they're covered for claims for cancellations beyond reasonable control. Other experts advised trying to claim from credit card firms. So, I mean, she may have some luck there. If she's lucky, she might have some luck there, mightn't she? Good morning to Shania, who joins us this morning. Morning, Shania. Good morning, Diane. Diane was singing the other day. She had a performance in Clapham. How did your day go? How did your performance go? She's part of a duo called Heart and Soul. They're wonderful, wonderful pair of people singing there. They really are. Now let me see what else I've got here today. Oh, I scratched the back of my blooming throat yesterday as well, because I've got on a chip of all things, on a Slimmers World chip. Oh, they're delicious. Slimmers World chips are better than normal chips. You cut up a potato, okay? You arrange it on your baking tray. You spray it with Fraylight, put it in the oven, run about 35 to 40 minutes. Oh, they're delicious. I actually now prefer them to getting those soggy things out of the fish and chip shop. And those ghastly things that you buy from kebab shops. They are just horrendous. Oh, I had 2 really horrible portions of those. One was in Camden High Street. As you go past the Camden Palais, what's that called now? Coco's. As you go past Coco's on the right, a little bit further up, there's, and I think it's the first one you come from, there's a kebab shop. And I was really starving about a year ago or so. And I stopped there. I thought, I'll have a bag of shit. And they were horrible. And another one in Shepherd's Bush. Kebab chips are the most vile things ever, aren't they? Anyway, I had this chip the other day, and it was nice and crunchy, except I didn't bite. And as I bit, it kind of bent in half and pushed up into my mouth, and it cut my mouth. Do you want to have a look? Shall I show you the inside of my mouth? Just a minute now. Let me get a torch for you. Do we have any dentists watching? Sandry, can I help you? I think I'd make a very good receptionist. Hang on, let's see if we can see that. You can't really see, can you? It's just a complete red mess, isn't it? 0208 144 3477 is the phone-in number this morning, okay? Now, what else did I write down here? There was something here. Oh, yeah, that was it. Do you remember, like, did you ever collect things as a child? Maybe something a little bit more different. One of the things I used to collect was boxes and rolls of paper. Now, I didn't have to actually go out and buy these things. My dad used to work for the Evening Standard. And when I was a little boy, he would come home from work and he would leave in the morning, you know, just about to go to school. I said, can you bring me some boxes home tonight, please? Yeah, okay, son. And he would bring me back boxes. And my bedroom was full of boxes. Nothing in them. I just liked boxes. That's before I moved on to electric train sets. I used to like boxes and rolls of paper. These rolls were about so long, not that long like that. And I think they came off some sort of machine that they used at the Evening Standard. And when they got sort of nearish to the end, they would take the roll off and then put another one on. It would never like be that. You'd always have about that much paper on. And I had stacks and stacks of boxes and rolls of paper. Did you ever collect anything like that? And my dad would never complain. You know, I don't think I was ever very grateful either. When he'd struggled from Fleet Street, which is where the Evening Standard was at the time, he struggled on the train home with like 2 boxes and a couple of rolls of paper in the boxes, tied up with a bit of string through the train. There you go, son. Oh, thanks, Dad. I'll be upstairs. Put them away somewhere else. Did you collect anything unusual at all? It's all very odd, really, isn't it? I mean, I did stamps as well. I've got an old stamp collection. Not really worth everything because I didn't use the stamp hinges. I found those very annoying. Did any of you collect stamps? You'd get these like stamp hinges that you lick. And lick like that. And you put one bit on the stamp and then you fold it over and put the other bit. I'll bring them up one day. I'll bring up my stamp collection. Let me write that down. Stamp collection. And I'll show it to you on the next show, which will probably be next show will be Tuesday instead. Now tomorrow is Monday tomorrow, so don't forget I do my radio show tomorrow, which will be on at 10 o'clock. Upload Radio. Okay, it's on for an hour between 10 and 11. Music and chat, that one, and it's music from everything. You know, from the 50s, bit of classical, right up to date. That's tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on Upload Radio. But these stamps, and you get the stamp hinge, and you stick it in there. But I found they never used to stick very well. And you'd open this, you'd fly open the cover of the stamp collection, and all these stamps would fly out all over the place. So I used sticky tape, which did the job very well. You know, the sticky tape wouldn't allow the stamps to go flying out of the blooming thing. But unfortunately, I think it makes the stamps pretty worthless. I've got some beautiful stamps in there. There's one in particular, and I'll try and find it when I bring up my collection to show you, maybe on the next show. But there's a long stamp with the QET on it, the QE2 on it. Beautiful and so colourful. Some of the stamps were really colourful. Which country were they from? Possibly Brunei. Somewhere like that. I think Brunei. Yeah. Possibly stamp collection. I'm surprised none of you collect stamps. Does anyone collect stamps anymore? Do you still do that, anyone? Maybe you've got a child who collects stamps. I don't know, have you? Do let us know if you do. All right. We'll just do another story. Then I'll do today's birthdays. And then we're going to be disappearing this morning. I'm very, very pleased to see this story this morning. In the Daily Mirror, Super Soaraway Daily Mirror. Extraordinary footage, this is in a Daily Mirror this morning, shows the wrecker repeatedly bash a glass window. Here's the story. A vandal caught smashing a shop window in broad daylight received instant karma when he was hit by a car trying to flee the scene. Good! Good! Serves him right! Extraordinary footage showing the wrecker repeatedly bashing the front window of the shop with his forearm in Poland. Closed-circuit television captured the man wearing a blue hooded top and white jogging bottoms. I would say no more, dear. No fashion sense at all in Poland, have they, dear? Attempting to destroy the entire shop front pane by pane. But the man's vandalism pursuit is interrupted when a passerby, by walking along the street, stops to confront him. The two men are seen exchanging words before the vandal grabs him with both hands as he appears to threaten him. He then turns around and starts to kick the damaged windows to knock out the remaining glass. The bystander is seen backing away from the vandal and uses his mobile phone to seemingly call the police. Realising the police may be on their way, the man makes a dash to flee the scene, but as he runs across the road, he is instantly hit by a red-coloured car. Good! Good! Serves him right! Polish media, you see, I told you, all the newspapers pouring their stories into the Mirable Studios here in Royal Berkshire for me to read to you. Polish media reported the 27-year-old man was taken to hospital with minor injuries while police were called to determine the value of the damage to the shop. So there we are. Karma. Let that be a lesson to you, boys and girls. If you're thinking of damaging a window, the lesson is never run across a road afterwards. All right. Diane says her night of singing her with heart and soul was amazing. Thanks. The back room was packed. It was heart and soul and special guest Dr. Wolf. Crystal Ball. I know Crystal Ball. Wilma Balls drops. Sophie. Oh, she's wonderful. And the Beyonce Experience. Oh, I haven't seen that. The Beyonce Experience. Wow. Wow, I didn't know there was a Beyonce Experience. Is she good at the job? I bet she's really good. There's a new show starting, boys and girls, on ITV soon. I don't know if you knew it. No, but what they're doing is filming in Las Vegas. Stars of yesterday. Bobby Crush is going to be on it. I was talking to someone last night in Central Station. We had a wonderful cabaret artist last night, Earl Grey, and she's very old school theatrical. Very, very funny and entertaining, and she obviously put a lot of work into it. She was very, very good, so I wanted to give her a mention. Earl Grey yesterday. Anyway, one of the customers was telling me that his friend Bobby Crush, and I said, "Oh, you mean Bobby Crush, the piano player?" He said, "That's right. Do you know him?" I said, "Yeah, do I know him?" I said, "Not personally, but I was watching Opportunity Knocks with Huey Green when he won. The bloke, the young boy playing the piano, well, he's still doing it. And he's gone to Vegas to be part of this programme, ITV Vegas. Let me see if I can find the title for you. ITV Vegas show? I don't know. Yeah, here we go. No, is that it? One moment, please. Yes, here we go. Oh, it's been in the Sun. Oh, this was in the Sun a little while ago. And the story, when was the story? Oh, June this was. Veteran comics Cannonball regularly performed to huge television audience, and now when the 80s star are being given one last chance to see if their humour is timeless on the grandest stage of all in Las Vegas. The pair will join fellow comedy guests, including Mike Miller, don't know him, Kenny Lynch, Sue Pollard, in a new ITV show called Last Laugh in Vegas. I wonder when that will be on then. They must have filmed some of them already, if not all of them. Let's see when it's on. We haven't got a date yet, I don't think. 2018. It's going to be next year. Okay, so they're filming it now for 2018, and I gather Bobby Crush, who played the piano, is going to be on that as well. So I'm looking forward to that. That's a great thing. See if I can give them another chance. Big stars from the 80s that you would have grown up with. Some of you I know, and some of you wouldn't know them at all, would you? But that's excellent news. Excellent news. Good. Okay, boys and girls, just to let you know, we got karaoke tonight. Oh, I haven't done the birthdays. I'll do those in a minute. Actually, I'll do... because we do the radio show tomorrow, so I don't do a show on Mondays anymore, do I? Perhaps I should do today's and tomorrow's birthdays in future on a Sunday. I think, yes, that's an excellent idea, I think. I'll do that. Just to let you know, we got karaoke tonight, boys and girls. Karaoke. Oh, have I got the... I don't know if I got the picture here. I don't think I got the picture for the karaoke. No. I don't know what that is. No, maybe not. Okay, karaoke tonight. It's Sunday night, so do join us in Camden Town for karaoke tonight. Incidentally, I'm looking for a karaoke job to do on a Thursday night. If you know anyone that wants a little karaoke host on Thursday night somewhere in London, maybe a bit far out, have car wheel travel, that's okay. I'd go as far as, I don't know, Brighton or somewhere like that. Then send us a private message and I'd be interested in that to host a karaoke night on the Thursday, because I don't do too much on a Thursday. All right. But tonight, Sunday night, it's karaoke at the Camden Eye. Karaoke Eye. Come along and sing us a song. At the Camden Eye in Camden Town. You come out of Camden Tube Station on the Finchley Road side, and it's there right across the road. You can't miss it. You look out. Oh, there's the pub there. You cross the road, you walk in the door. It's that close. All right? Karaoke Sunday and every Sunday, that's tonight, at the Camden Eye in Camden Town from 8 o'clock until 10:45. A little bit of a short one, okay? All right, today's birthdays. Here come the birthdays. Daniel Rolfe. Oh, yes, indeed. Happy birthday to Daniel Rolfe this morning. As he mentioned at the beginning of the show, he's probably sitting there, been waiting for his birthday ever since, haven't you? Happy birthday, Daniel. David Anthony. Happy birthday, David Anthony. Daniel Hillman McDonald. That's a lovely picture you got on there. Happy birthday to you. David Wright today is 60 years old. Happy birthday, David. Aaron Beadle of CMP Radio and Reach FM fame. Happy birthday to Aaron. My very, very good friend Richard Morris is 53 years old today. He's one of those people I could pick up the phone if I was really in serious trouble and he would come and help me. Happy birthday to you, Richard. Robert James Taylor. It's been a while since I saw you, Robert. Used to go on the alternative holiday things together where I was doing some DJing in France and Italy a number of years back. Happy birthday, Robert. Josh Cross. Happy birthday. Yully Espolga Junko. That's a nice name. Happy birthday to you. The lovely Gavin Bass this morning is 36 years old today on this Sunday. We've got a little boy's birthday as well. My mate's son, Richard Barron's son. It's my son's Roman's birthday today. Roman, that's a lovely name, isn't it? Roman, who is 8 years old today. 8 years old. Happy birthday, Roman. Okay? Happy birthday, Roman. So there's your little mention for you, and that's lots of love from your dad, Richard. Okay? Happy birthday, Roman. We're due tomorrow's birthdays as well today, as I'm not with you live on a Monday. It's a recording. The Music and Chat Show is a recording. Upcoming. There we go. Monday. Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Ryan Schultz. He does the burlesque night at Central Station on every Tuesday night. It's an excellent night. Burlesque, comedy, music every Tuesday night at Central Station in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. 29 on Monday. Happy birthday to you. Alan Gamble. Never see a message from you, Alan. Very, very disappointed. It's almost as if you've cut me out of your sad, lonely, pathetic life. I may have to do the same to you, but just one last time. Happy birthday to Alan Gamble. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. I wonder where you spent that, darling, all right? Lesley Lockwood is 50 years old tomorrow. That's on Monday. Joseph Simon Ben, happy birthday to you. The lovely Elaine, who's having a little bit of medical work done at the moment, aren't you, Elaine? Happy birthday to you. She's in Israel and is 57 years old today on Monday. Happy birthday, Elaine, for Monday, okay? Gemma Garcia de Chelis. Happy birthday, Gemma, for tomorrow. Julie Hamilton-Taylor tomorrow. Peter Ryan, 53 years old today. Is that cousin Peter? I think it might be. Lives up in Scotland. Big in internet stuff and IT and all that. Happy birthday to you, Peter. Cousin Peter. Oh, yes. Damien Selniak is 32 tomorrow. Lovely picture of you with that dolphin. Oh, how lovely are dolphins. Some people eat them, don't they? Poor little dolphin. I've got to have a sip of tea. Oh, it's almost stone cold, but not quite. Oh, my dad used to drink cold tea. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Cold tea. Tallulah. Tallulah is 40. I'm not reading your surname, Tallulah. It's very rude, dear. Very rude. It's 43 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Tallulah. Nicola James Reed Lyons, 43 years old tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Neil Atkinson is also 43. Seems to be a popular number tomorrow, isn't it? What were you all doing in just a minute. August. Oh, I can't do maths. I can't do maths this morning. Sid Jerome. Sid's not here. One of our black cap customers from many years ago. How are you, Sid? I always remember your bushy hair. Wonderful head of hair you had. 51 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Sid. Simon Hampton, 46 on Monday. What have I done here? Just a minute. I thought there was a lot of birthdays. What have I done here? Hang on a minute. Oh, I've done Tuesday's ones as well. That's why. Oh, God. Oh. See, if this was a recording, I'd go back and start. I'd do that bit. I can't do it now. Half of those birthdays. So some of those birthdays are for Tuesday, so they may well come up again. Oh, Richard is with us live this morning. Are you, Richard? Richard and your son Roman. It's not Romain. Roman. I'll tell you what. Everyone else is an adult, but not Roman. So if you don't mind, I'll sing directly to Roman this morning, as is my mate's little birthday. 8 years old. That's a lot. What presents have you got, Roman? I need to know what presents you. Can you type what presents you got? Or perhaps you got one big present and lots of little ones, or nothing yet. I don't know. Did you get anything today? Huh? Or are you doing something today? Can you type? And let me know, please, Richard, just before I finish the song. So come around your computer screen and I shall sing to you, young man. Are you ready, Roman? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. to you. Happy birthday, dear Roman. Happy birthday to you. Can you do that? We're just waiting for a message. I'm dying to know what present he got this morning, Roman. Once again, gang, don't forget there's no live video show tomorrow. I do my radio show tomorrow, which you can find by going to uploadradio.com. Uploadradio.com. It's on at 10 o'clock in the morning. If you can't be there at 10 o'clock, it goes up later as like one of those listen again type things. Okay, and I'll put a little message up there, sort of around about 9:30, just reminding you it's going to be on at 10. And then another little message later on to tell you exactly where you can find it. You can find me last week's show on Upload Radio if you missed that by going to uploadradio.com, and where it says at the top, find shows, click on the C, and you'll see the Chris Reardon show. That is the Chris. You don't want United Kingdom talk. That's this. That's this. You want the Chris Reardon show. That's music and chat. Okay. We'll disappear now. He's still typing away there. Here we go. So Roman, who's 8 years old today, got Minecraft on Xbox. I presume that's some sort of game. Is it Minecraft? You know, when I was a little boy. Actually, no, I wasn't a little boy. When I was a teenager, so I would have been about 16, 17, 18 years old. Our games were, we had Space Invaders. There was, which was like little rows of spaceships, and you would fire with it as the spaceships came down. There was Asteroids, which was like big boulders of rocks on a computer screen. They were nothing like you've got now. Oh no, you've got when I see computer games now, it's like real life, isn't it? They weren't really real life, our computer games. It was just like rocks going around, but it didn't look like a rock. It was just like, you know, a green round squiggly thing like that. And you would have to blow those up, and then you would blow up the rock, and it would become lots of little rocks. And then you'd blow up the little rocks, and they would become more little rocks, and then you'd blow them up, and they would just disappear. And there was Galaxians, which I liked very much. That was a bit like Space Invaders. And you had a mothership right at the top, big mothership, and little ships underneath it, and they would come down. Pew! And you'd fire. Pew! 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 Like that. But my favourite one, Roman, was Pac-Man. Have you ever played Pac-Man? It was a square screen and little dots in like a maze, okay? And your little yellow Pac-Man, it was like a little round head with a mouth, and you would have to eat the dots, and it would go round, and you'd have a joystick, you see? So do you want to go up that bit? Yeah, okay, we go up that bit. Push it up, and then there would be ghosts, and the ghosts would come and attack you. But if you ate, now what was it? There was something. I think there was a. Oh, what was it now? It might have been a fruit. No, I don't think it was. If you ate a big dot, then the ghosts that were attacking you would turn blue, and then you could eat them. And you'd get about, I don't know, about 10 seconds, and then they would become ghosts again, and they would start chasing you. And you had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there was 6 or 8 large dots, and you'd have to eat one of those. And of course, if you didn't get to a dot before the ghost got you, then you'd lose a life. You had 3 lives. Pac-Man. Get your dad to show you it. That was my favourite one, okay? Richard said, as well as Xbox, he got Xbox Bugs in the Kitchen game. Oh, I don't know that one. And a few other things like Cloves. Finding Dory DVD. Oh, that's good. Finding Dory. Angry Birds DVD. I didn't know there was one. Angry Birds. I didn't know there was a DVD of Angry Birds and a few other bits. His dad loved Space Invaders. He plays Pac-Man on the Xbox. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Well, you have a happy birthday. Maybe something else nice will happen for you today. Is that right, Dad? I reckon something else will happen nice there today as well. Good. Okie doke. Any more final messages for me to do? And then we'll disappear. Ghost says you look like a communist. No, I'm not going to move to Russia. I'm quite happy here in the UK. I'm not a communist. Do I really? Dear, dear me. Thank you, Diane. Diane's enjoyed the show. Thanks for the mention, honey. Good. That's it today then, boys and girls. Might see some of you tonight down at the Camden Eye in Camden Town for karaoke from 8 o'clock every Sunday, okay? Thanks for joining me. Enjoy your Sunday. It's a beautiful day. Lots of gardening to do. But first, dinner. See you soon. Bye-bye now.